Refresh that. And let me see. Let's change this out. Let's do the chilies. Move this over here. That works. Let's see if we can. Yeah, you're definitely early. It's so hard to do these little pieces back here. And it's hard to do them with like without a mirror. Just move my mirror. Welcome in, everybody. I'm hoping that, you know, Friday means people will be a little loose, more willing to put it all on the line and figure out if they're dateable or not. Oh, I think I just burned my chair. I was up so late cleaning kitten pens. It was quite an evening. Up late partying, cleaning kitten pens. I don't know if I care enough to do like the whole back part. If it isn't Josiah, someone that by the skin of his teeth was able to stay alive in the game. Thank you, DG, for heart me. So I am adding some more. I think I need to let this heat up more. I'm adding some more controversial questions, but still we're not asking who people voted for. I just like, I don't know what I have to do. Maybe I need to get the blonde wig out. I don't know what I need to do to attract some people that are gonna be undateable by our standards. Thank you, Josiah, for the heart me. When you guys are coming in, make sure you're tapping the screen, sharing the live. If you have a coin, sending the heart me, you can do it once per day. It helps boost the live, and you get like a bunch of points for like liking live. Make sure you're collecting your points up top. We also have the chilies as our little penny gift. Penny gifts are great because they don't cost a lot, and they also push us out into the algorithm because TikTok obviously wants to promote lives that bring in coins, as stupid as that is. Just kidding, we love TikTok. It's so great here. It's my favorite place to be. I would not want to be anywhere else or in any other time in TikTok history. Thank you, DG. Thank you, Josiah, for the chilies and the roses. Lip filler. Am I too pale? It might be too pale for them to bring them in here. I might have to like tone down all of this. Take out the nose piercing, tone down like there's too much character. There's way too much character for them. You know? Way too much. Oh, we could try Pepina. Is Pepina dateable? Can she even host this show? I feel like Pepina would have a boyfriend for sure. Wow. I just. Why are we so close? Why are we so close? I mean, I know why, because the camera just does whatever it wants, but. One of the cats is snoring. Like really loud. Can we zoom out? Can we? No. Explain to me how my like subtle hand motions makes it zoom in, but when I do the actual hand motions that it's supposed to be, it doesn't do it. Fuck everything. um, this is where we're staying. This is where we're staying. I don't care. We're staying right here. But it like zoomed in when I was doing my hair. How am I supposed to finish doing my hair? I think it's Tortellini that's snoring, actually. Um, Anywho, I don't know if we're gonna get anyone to play the game. That's fine. I ran out of grapes. The grape hyperfixation is in full swing. By the way, I got an order of 2 cases of Fancy Feast and a box of gloves, but it did not come with a note. So I don't know if it's anyone from here, but could be a coworker. That was you, Laura? Thank you. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure who it was from. It didn't have a note. And I always feel weird like asking people my job, like, thank you so much. Yeah, I put it right here. I'm gonna put them away. And then DG also got me a case of food too, which is right there. I gotta add it to the stack y'all came through. And then Grug also had sent me some, so I had gotten some money, so I got some. So they should be good for a little bit. And when I say a little bit, not that long, honestly, because we're going through a case every 2 to 3 days. Just in this house. I haven't even asked like how many cases they're going through at Michelle and Zeta's. But next time I see them, I'll probably share some of this with them so that they at least have some. There is we do a lot of like transports, and I have been made aware that there's a specific carrier that has to be ordered from Wally World, because it's like it has the for whatever it has the holes in it exactly where they need to be in order for. Oh shoot, I think I did it the wrong way. It has the holes where they need to be for us to attach the stuff we need to attach for transport. So like the litter box, the food, water, and all that stuff, without having to drill holes. Now, obviously, because it's from Molly World, like I have to figure out. So if anybody wants to donate those, you can either send me or the KPA accounts directly the money for it, or I can give you my UPS box, and if you tell me you order it. I don't check my UPS box that often, but if you told me you ordered it, then I'll go check it. Yeah, it's so cute. Like we set up the little litter box, and then we set up the food and water, and we attach it so that it doesn't like slide around when they're in transport. Oh, I feel so like mucusy today. I don't like it. Yeah, this isn't about like this whole like are you dateable thing is nothing in the physical. It's about like personality, hopes and dreams. Let's see if we got people over. BT Dub, if you do have a additional like device, if you go over to the purple app or the red app, that's one way that you can for free 99 support what we do over here, because we do get monies for views, like I don't know, 30 cents or something. So we love that. I'm your favorite person, Phoenix. Shh, the bar is that low. There's got to be someone else out there. I am. If you asked me this like this morning, I would have said not great, but like it's Friday, so very great now. I love Fridays. Love Fridays. Not because I have any plans or anything, because I never do, except next weekend. I actually do have plans next weekend, but it's because I don't have to go to work for 2 days. That's very kind of you to say. I think I'm awesome. I like hanging out with myself. Hi, Skittles. You know, I think about like what I'm gonna do, like what my plan is if I decide to change my hair color, like what color I would do. Or if I were to go back to a normal color, like what color would that be? And I don't know. That's so nice of you, Phoenix. Well, I set the bar high like for myself. I hold myself to honestly an impossible standard. Don't do that. That's bad for you. Mm-mm. Where Skittles is? Chi-Chi? Mm-mm. No, he's not allowed to request. He's a weirdo that we've blocked on multiple accounts. Hi, Adam. Mm-mm. We do need to get the taps going because we don't let up any contestants until we get to 5K likes. And if we never get there, then we can just watch me refresh my hair forever. Wow. You're creepy and stupid. Does someone want to explain to Shepard what a septum ring is? Mm-mm. You know, I saw a video about how, and it's like, no offense, but tons of offense to Gen Z. No offense if this isn't you, but if this is you, then I hope you do take offense to this and do something about it. I saw a video about how like Gen Z is just not inquisitive at all. Like they have no interest in trying to find the answer to anything. They just want to be like spoon fed it, and that includes like their usage of ChatGPT as well. And it's so true. Like, and I know I figured out why that is, and I was gonna do a video about it. I might still do a video about it, but as a millennial, the majority of my schooling was done like we had computers, but the computers were not like what we have today, where you could look up stuff, you know, like there were very minimal websites, even like when I was in high school, there's very minimal websites available. Like just to search, like there was not a lot there. So most of my stuff was done with encyclopedias. So pretty much how that worked is like you had to come up with a topic for your papers and things like that, and you would look up the topics in encyclopedias. And if there wasn't enough there to fill out a paper, you changed your topic. There was no option. Like if the topic that you chose just didn't have enough information on it via like books, encyclopedias, and stuff in the library, you had to change your topic. Now, what that did is that trained like our brains to learn how to search for information, find out where information could be. It was never like spoon fed to us. And even as the internet grew, like we didn't have all those little like AI summaries and all those things. We had to learn how to navigate before there was the SEO, before there was, you know, uh, curated websites for certain things. So I just don't understand like so many of the younger generations just not having that like interest. So like for me, when I tell you the number of times that I have like not been able to sleep because I keep thinking of things that I want to look up and learn about, and it's just like such a like a blessing to have a device that I could just look up whatever I want to learn about. And then on the flip side, you have people that like will literally make a post asking a question and leave it at that. And I'm not even gonna lie, like I actually when I was like gardening, like actual gardening, not like what people call gardening, um I was like on Facebook in like a gardening group, and I literally like lost my shit on somebody because I'm not even kidding, multiple times a day people would post the same kind of worm, the same kind of worm every day, asking, what is this worm, like what do I do, like what's it called, is it going to hurt my plants, all this stuff, filling up the feed of the gardening forum. Mind you, they could search the gardening forum for like worm, whatever, and look through that. But like, I just lost it. And I was like, did you try like looking it up? Because my first instinct wasn't to just post the picture and just wait hours to get a response. My first instinct was green worm with black dots on tomato plant. Boom, found it. Found a whole website about how to treat it or whatever. And people were just like, oh, like they're just asking a question or whatever. And I'm like, you could just look it up. Like, I don't understand that. You could literally just look it up instead of sitting and waiting for those worms to eat your tomato plant while you're waiting for someone to save you and give you the answer on the internet. Like, what is not to, and that is like me just looking it up, but like I know that you can use like additional tools like Google Lens and stuff like that. I don't really like to use those kinds of things because I don't like to document give Google like documentation of different parts of my environment, things I'm interested in, whatever. Um, but like you could literally take a picture with it on Google Lens and it would tell you exactly what it is. But like the number of times people would just post a question like that and just wait for people to give them the answer when it's been answered multiple times. Sorry, that's my rant. That's literally. Hi Virgo man, thank you for the heart me. That's my little rant. So like that's one thing as a manager, whenever I have to manage people, like, and I will say that this is not just a Gen Z thing. I notice this also with like Gen Xers that I've had to manage. Anyone that like, honestly, I think millennials are this, not, no offense, millennials I think are the superior generation because we had to grow up with both. We had the technology and we also didn't have the technology, so we know how to navigate in both worlds. But there were multiple times where I had people that I had to manage that I would show them the entire process. And when I say I show them the entire process, like I will literally walk them through the process. Not to mention that I would also explain like how I had everything organized in our server. So like very specific, like when it comes to like marketing, it'd be like events, and then under events it'd be like event supplies, event checklist, like it was literally very detailed. So like it was pretty easy to kind of just go through it. The number of times that like people would, after I did all that, would be like, where's such and such thing? And I'm just like, have you tried looking for it? And most of the time the answer was no. And I get it. I can find it very quickly for you. But that's not the point. Like it's literally like a bunch of folders. What happens if you click the wrong folder? Nothing. Nothing. Click around. Try to look for it. You can also search by the name of the thing. If you're looking for an event checklist, just search event checklist and you'll probably find it. That's why I don't like being a manager, because I just don't have the patience for people that are not like inquisitive. Like and if you say like, yes, I tried looking for it and I couldn't find it, I'm happy to show you again. But after that, we're gonna have problems. And it's just because people don't want to work these days. That's a joke. You think so, Jimmy? I don't know. Maybe. Hi, Skittles. I don't know. I just wish like I don't know. I think it also comes from growing up feeling like I grew up in the kind of like world where you like kids were seen and not heard. And we were just like always encouraged to not be a bother to people. And so like the last thing I want to do is bother somebody for something that like I could probably find myself. And I don't know. Like I literally love looking up stuff. Like I've said, I've kept myself up at night before because I just want to keep searching things. Mm-mm-mm. Ooh, almost burned my microphone. Mm-hmm. You can just mute him for the whole live. He's not really adding anything of value. I don't normally like to do that, but and then we'll do a little since we're on multi day. Do a little dry shampoo. It's good enough. Good enough. Good enough because we're not going anywhere. Oh my god, it's like too voluminous in the back. All right. Why you gotta cry so much? Why not? Do we do the high pony? I can't high pony. Now he put a request in. Do we want to try to see if he's dateable? We're almost at 5K likes. We gotta wait till that, but I know we know, but you think he just writes in all caps, or do you think he also talks in all caps? Well, we have to get to 5K likes, so keep tapping if we want to let this guest up. And then I'm gonna pin the little chilies, see if we can finish the chili goal. If I can find my, where's my little mouse? We have 39 chilies. Thank you, DG. If you haven't already, send your daily heart me. This is going to be interesting. Let's see. Just a reminder, I'll put the rules up. These are the rules to the game. So I'll be asking questions, and then we decide if they're dateable based on the gift that we're going to put up. We're going to put up, thank you, DG, for clearing out that goal. I'm going to go ahead and set up his gift before we let him up, because I feel like it's going to be 0 to 60 real fast, real fast. Let's do, I don't know if everyone has this gift. Hopefully they do. Okay, we're gonna do the Bravos. So remember, this is the gift that if you want to boot them. If you just want to support the live, then you can send any other gift, just not the one that is up there now. I got my questions ready. All right, are you ready to play the game? Okay, so first question. Would the childhood version of you look up to the current version of you? Mm. What? Nobody cares. What really makes you laugh? God makes you laugh? Okay. I didn't realize he was a comedian. Mm. Mm-hmm. Who's you? I don't believe in God, so I know you're not talking about me. Mm. No, you said you as if you were talking to me. Mm. What's the weirdest thing someone's caught you doing? Yeah, what's the weirdest thing someone's caught you doing? Why is that weird? Mm. 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 What time do you usually get up? Based on your current life, would you have rather been aborted? Mm. You know what else is common sense? To not steal cars. I thought you had a high IQ. than stealing someone's like property. Mm-hmm. No, he's working. He's out working. Hmm. Yeah, like what you're not doing. Yeah, he's working. Hi, Joy. How am I a nuclear woman? I have a job. Mhm. I work from home. Mhm. Mhm. I'm at home, actually. I'm literally at home. Like, I just finished work and then I got on here. So when you say, "Oh, who's at home?" I'm at home. I'm literally home right now. Yeah, of course I would work. I have a lot of mouths to feed. Real cats. Mm-mm. That would never happen. That would never happen. So you say that you support women not working, right? Okay. Send me $1,000 right now. I'm a woman. Don't you support women not working? Send me $1,000 right now, and I'll take a month off. Oh, you said you support women not working. You didn't specify. So what do you care what I do? I wonder why. What's your biggest pet peeve? Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I believe you. What's your biggest pet peeve? What's your biggest pet peeve? So you just admitted that IQ means nothing. Yeah, so IQ means nothing because you're still dumb. Yeah, so why did you say that you're a smart person when you're not? But you're still dumb. But smartness, education determines smartness. You said you were smart because of your IQ. I didn't ask about your IQ. Where do people get intelligence from? Education. Hmm. Do you believe in astrology? Thank you for the heart, me and Katie. Oh my lord. I'm upset with anyone that said to do this. And the average American is not coming on a platform and saying that they're so smart because they have a high IQ. Usually people that are not smart or don't have the education aren't bragging about being smart. I don't go around saying, "Oh, even though I'm educated and all that stuff, I'm not going to go on a platform and say, "Oh, I'm so smart." It's weird. You did. You said smart. Hmm. It's just, do you really not know what the word astrology is? Mm. I'm trying to communicate with you, but you don't know what words mean. Mm. What's interesting is that you care so much about like a nuclear household, but I'm the one that's living in a nuclear household and you're not. So what does that say about me? I'm superior to you then. Hmm. I'm living by the right way, right? You're living. What does it have to do whether or not you're dateable? Studying rap but can't get your GED. You know what's funny is that some of the best rappers are college educated. Where you're from, y'all lack education because of the systems that were created in this country, the systems that you support, the systems that you vote for. What do you think is the biggest demographic of people on welfare? Is people that don't have education and that have been kept down because of the lack of opportunity. He also shit his pants in the debate. Do you idolize that too? So you just think he carries around a dump truck? You just think he's a fatty? You think he's thick? It's not a diaper, it's just he's thick. You brought up Trump, I didn't. Mm. Oh, thank God, y'all. Sorry, bud, you got booted. You're not dateable. Thank you, DG and Katie, who did the lion's share of that. And Josiah too. Hold on, I'm scrolling up. My God. Ugh. Ick. Zeta wants a sticker of a Lamborghini talking to a garbage truck. All right, you got it. We need a palate cleanse immediately. Mr. Cheeks. All right. So now we know how the game is played. If anybody wants to know if they're dateable or not, I have over 500 questions. I won't ask you who you voted for because that's too easy. Thank you, Brooke, for the heart me. Thank you, DF, for the heart me. It's a variety of questions, as you can tell, just to get a vibe of who you are. Oh my God, when he turned on his camera, I was like, oof, friend, you're not doing yourself any favors. Mr. Cheeks. What a nice baby. Oh, Brooke, you missed a terrible time. It was terrible. So yeah, if you're interested, you don't have to be single to play this game. We've had people that are in relationships play this game. But you do, if you turn out to be not dateable, we will try to rescue your partner. I know, look at the baby. Also, remember, this is all in good fun. Unless you're that guy, like, definitely not dateable. But this is all in good fun. We're doing this to support foster kittens. I have 8 foster kittens in my care, but they are through Kitty Puppy Alliance, which is the rescue that I'm on the board of. It's 501c3. And we have 90 animals in our care. Correct me if I'm wrong, Zeta. So you can support monetarily, or we are doing a supplies drive. Our biggest needs right now are pretty much always wet food. Like there could never be enough cases of Fancy Feast or Imes wet food in our facility, like because of how quickly they go through it. Just in my house, I go through I go through a case every 2 to 3 days, and I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know how many cases Zeta goes through. Also, always in need gloves and baby wipes. There is a whole list of items. All of those items that are on the list in the link tree, those are not items just for me and my fosters. Obviously, it's for the other ones. I did not find the nail trimmers. I did not find them. I know I probably will someday, but for right now, I have not found them. What a nice baby. But yeah, all the things that are on the list are things that we need and will use. But I just listed off some of the like items that are in desperate need. But everything on that list is important, and it's hopefully enough stuff to get us through kid season this year. Well, thank you for commenting, making sure that the app knows that you want to be here. You go through a case and a half per day. Okay, yeah. To be fair, not all 94 are in Zeta's care. We do have other fosters to help out. This is Mr. Cheeks. His name is Mr. Cheeks because he spent the first few weeks of his life as a butt sucker and would not let it go. So Mr. Cheeks is what Mr. Alina named him. And if you adopt him, you cannot change his name. You can call him something else, but his government name is Mr. Cheeks. Skrillex is not in solitary. Skrillex has finally been rehabilitated. We had to try multiple times, multiple different types of rehabilitation to finally get him on a good path. So he is finally back with his peers, and he is not offending anymore. But it took a while, like longer than I've ever experienced with any other foster. Usually once they're weaned, they stop doing that. He did not. He was still interested in being a butt sucker. But yes, these guys are extra cute now because they finally fluffed up. But yeah, we're waiting for someone to be brave enough to play this game. It's a nice game. I was maybe a little testy with this last guest because I have interacted with them before, and I know what their deal is. And he's just like, if Ick was a person, like that would be that. But I am friendly. I'm very nice. As long as you're not weird or icky, we'll have a good time. And again, I won't ask you who you voted for. The last guy volunteered it. Mr. Cheeks, you're just going to stay there? And it's different questions every time, so. Mr. Cheeks. What are you doing? He's like in there. He's very in there. Yeah, I'm only mean to people like Zeta. But to be fair, she's mean to me. She's a little sister that I never had, never wanted, and the universe knew not to give me. Katie, I wouldn't say sometimes. Like Zeta's been super. Like you guys just get a little taste of what Zeta says to me. There's a lot of times that she's like straight up mean to me, in text, in person. Okay, while we wait for someone else to come through, let's have some fun with Mr. Cheeks. We haven't had the opportunity to do anything fun with him because he was always crusty. Hi, Kenzie. Mr. Cheeks. What a pretty girl. I think he's big enough for the strawberry costume. I'll never forget the strawberry hat when we put it on. Sassy girl. It was so cute. Her little sun hat. Oh, it's still big on him. I don't know where the little strawberry hat is. I don't see a strawberry hat anywhere. I might have thrown it somewhere. Should we cross-pollinate? A strawberry mushroom? You're just gonna go to sleep? I don't think anyone's gonna be brave enough to come up here. Come on, step on up. Let's find out if you're dateable. I won't ask who you voted for. Don't be afraid. Let your peers decide. Hi, Maddie. I cross-pollinated a strawberry and a mushroom. You are definitely dateable, Maddie. I don't even have to ask you the questions. Oh, we had 2 people volunteer at the same time. Hi. For TikTok purposes, what's your age? Okay. Do you know how the game works? Or no? Okay. So basically, I'm going to ask you a series of questions. I won't ask you who you voted for. I'm just going to ask you other types of questions. And then the viewers will decide if you're dateable or not. So let me pick a little thing. Let's see. Let's do, I'll let him cook. Okay. All right. When was the last time you cried? Why? All right. What is one job you could never do? I agree. Most men couldn't handle it. What's your ideal vacation? Do you have a preference? Pacific, Atlantic? Any particular reason why? Okay. Do you have any vices? You think you work too much? What would you say? Would you say that you work too much? Is there a reason why you choose to do that? Is it just necessity, or do you find your self-worth wrapped in your work? Mm-hmm. Do you believe in the afterlife? What do you think happens? What's your favorite movie of all time? Why? What's your favorite thing to cook? What's your favorite part of the workday? Why? See, I find like I'm like having a hard I have a hard time like being alert in the morning. So like my like peak time is like midday, early afternoon. And then sometimes um I'll log in like at night because I know no one's around, and then it's like no one's bothering you. And you can like get so much done. Uh, What is your favorite way to spend a day off? Are you like commission based or like what is the incentive? Are you trying to save for something or? What type of engineering? Okay. Cats or dogs? What's your favorite kind of dog? So far you're doing good. No one's voted you out yet. You might actually survive. Are you into any podcasts? Mm. Hi, Rutabaga. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you, Brooke, for the let him cook. Do you hoard anything? But you don't even have any time to go camping. So that's what you like to do on your day off, not work. I have, but I've never been. Oh, wow. We can barely, like where I live, you can barely see stars because there's too many lights. What is your relationship like with your family? Mm. Okay. Well, you survived. You're welcome to come back and finish it another time. Oh, I was about to say work. Work was blowing him up, probably. Mm-mm-mm. Hi. What would you like me to call you? Taj. Okay. Let me do... Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes TikTok's weird. Let me just set, let's do... Let's do the Bravos. Yeah, so for anyone that's coming through, the way that you decide whether or not our guest is dateable is the gift go up top. If you just want to support the live, then don't send the Bravos because that's votes off the island. So if you want to keep him here so that he is deemed dateable, then don't send those gifts, send something else. But if you find him undateable or boring, you can also put him off. So you're that in touch with his emotions. For TikTok purposes, how old are you? Okay, cool. All right. Have you ever lost someone close to you? Who? Oh. Jesus Christ. No, people dropping like flies around you. Make sure to walk in front of you, behind you. I'm just kidding. Do you like your current job? Are you looking to climb this place or? Yeah, so then it doesn't matter. Honestly, stay under the radar. The middle of the pack is a good place to be. Yeah. Agreed. Do you believe in ghosts? Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Were you scared? Then I think you believe in ghosts then. What are you really passionate about and why? What kind of food? Mm. Are you a stoner? It's giving stoner vibes. I'm just kidding. I have a major sweet tooth, so and I'm not a stoner. I just love sweets. If you could meet someone who's dead, who would it be? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Like however long you want. Yeah, you do hear purring. That is Mr. Cheeks is purring. I'm surprised you guys hear it. What would you want to ask him? Sitting at a table with Malcolm X and like a bunch of other people. Fidel Castro, like they're just all chit chatting. Do you have any nicknames? Freedom Eagle? I need to know the story behind that one. That's why I asked about it. What's your favorite color and why? Thank you, Vic, for the heart me. Okay. What do you value in others? Uniqueness? I think the opposite of boring would be like interesting, being interesting or uniqueness. Thank you for the hand hearts, TBD. Hmm. Unhelpful how? Like, mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How did you meet this person? Oh God. Mm-hmm. Oh no. Mm-mm. Ew. Oh boy. Okay. Pew pew to your head. Must choose one. Garlic bread or cinnamon rolls. Yeah. But cinnamon rolls stand on their own. Garlic bread, like it's not it's good, but like it needs you need to be able to dip it in sauce. Like it needs what what's your dream car? One car. What, aren't those like expensive to maintain? They're so zippy. That's a fun way to describe it. Do you live somewhere where parallel parking is paramount? No. Yeah, but parallel parking in Florida is very different. Like the spots are huge. Like there's tons of room. Like when I see like the way that people parallel park in New York and Boston, it like gives me a panic attack because when I say that they touch the cars are touching. I don't know how the fuck they do it. I don't know how that like it's like did they get a crane to come bring the car in because it's insane. I don't know how y'all do it. Yeah, I've never driven in New York. I've driven in Boston. I've driven in like a lot of big cities, but like parking in it, that's a whole other beast. It's highly recommend. What's your dream vacation? Hmm. What's the big difference? Mm. What's the best gift you've ever received? So you like functional gifts. So far you're doing really good. I have maybe like a handful more questions for you, and it looks like you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it through. Do you have a life motto? Mhm. Why did why did your why'd your ex dump you? You didn't get an answer, a reason? And you have no inclination of why? What's your theory? Hmm. Hmm. How long was it from when they broke up to when you guys started dating? Hi, Jess. Thank you for the heart me. Hmm. What do you feel people take for granted the most? I think any answer honestly would be cliche because like mhm. What's something you would never want your mother to know about you? That's fair. Um, what was your favorite game to play as a child? Mm-mm. My favorite PS1 game was Parappa the Rapper. I don't know. I haven't played in forever. I think it's cool that you even know the game I'm talking about because most people have no idea what I'm talking about and I have to show them like videos on YouTube. All right, the most important question of all, and this is the question that usually gets people in trouble. What's your French fry dip of choice? One answer for all the marbles here. What is Bronco berry? How do you say that? What is that? I've literally never heard of that. I don't even think there's an Arby's near me. Like, to me, like I don't even know how Arby's still exists because like the no one ever talks about it or goes to it. I swear it's a money laundering scheme. You're single-handedly keeping Arby's alive. Oh, that's awesome. You heard it here, folks. Hit up your local Arby's. Keep Arby's alive. Well, Taj, you survived. You only had 5 people, like 5 votes, to vote you off the island. So you are officially dateable. Y'all heard that here. If follow Taj if you're interested in getting to know him. Taj, you're obviously welcome anytime. You can play this game again sometime in the future. I will be like updating the questions and stuff like that. We don't always do this game. I usually do. I don't know. Sometimes I play with kittens. Sometimes we do debate lives. I've gotten tired of arguing with people. So, but thank you for hanging out with us. I do. Well, we cross stream to the purple app and the red app. Yeah. I mean, sometimes it just like suppresses it. They've gotten kind of weird about that because they're trying to like obviously keep this place alive. But you were a joy to talk to, honestly. You're very friendly. And honestly, don't take this as an insult, but I think you could have a conversation with a wall. Like you you have like you're definitely an extrovert in my opinion. All right. Well, you have a lovely day. Do you know how to get down or do you need me to? Mhm. Bye. Look at that, y'all. We had 1 vote off and 1 dateable. I'm gonna put Mr. Cheeks back. I'll be right back. Say bye to Mr. Cheeks. Tell them how you feel. Mm-mm. I don't know why I feel so like mucusy today. That was fun. It was a nice. Hi, Amy. Thank you for the heart me. I don't even think Bobby's in requests. It's okay, Amy. If you get bored, you can watch it. You can rewatch it on. Taco Cat's not being lit up. I can't remember who exactly Taco Cat is. If it's Lucho or some other dickwad. But just because of the like incessant begging. No, thank you. It's one of the people that we don't tolerate here. Mm-mm-mm. I just got flagged for harassment and bullying. So let's tap the screen, share the live. I'm going to put up a penny gift so we can, if you haven't done your heart me yet, make sure you're doing a heart me. Let me put up a penny gift so that we can tell the algorithm that there's no bullying here. We are, a dickwad is a type of flower. Hi, Miss Julie. Thank you for heart me. Is that why, Jess? Lucho is also a type of flower. It's a weed. Thank you, Miss Julie, for the chilies. Thank you, Brooke, for the chilies. Mr. Bobby, get in a request if you want to find out if you're dateable. I'm not going to say what's so bad about you because I'm not going to get flagged again. We are behaving ourselves over here. It's Friday. We're having a great time. We're hanging out. Thank you, Christopher, for the heart me. I feel so mucusy. How crazy would it be if this whole time I had walking pneumonia? That would be terrible. I feel like I can't breathe. Well, we don't have any contestants. I wonder if I have any cough drops. I don't think I do. Let me see if I have a hard candy or something. Look who I found. Little Skittle babe. Little Chi-Chi. What a nice girl. Cough drops are disgusting. Are you a nice girl? Those dusty beans. Look at those dusty beans. What a nice girl. This cough drop is disgusting. It's so bad. Ugh. I think because it has elderberry. Ew. I can't. Yuck. Oh, it's so gross. All right. Thank you, DG, for the chilies. Hello. For TikTok purposes, how old are you? All right. Do you know how the game is played? I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and the chat will decide if you're dateable or not. And I think you said you're married. So if we deem you as undateable, then that means we're gonna have to rescue your significant other. We'll send out an SOS. Thank you, Amy, for the chilies. Okay. What is one day you would love to relive? By the way, y'all, make sure you're reposting and sharing the live because since we got flagged, we're restricted from the FYP. What? I didn't I ask you like what day would you want to relive? Let's just move on. What are you really passionate about and why? If you had 1 hour left to live, what would you do? That's what you would do with your last hour? What is your drink of choice? Okay. Have you ever kept a New Year's resolution? What was it? So you kept it? Totally? You don't do it anymore? Oh. Can you hear that? Do you hear that, Bobby? Katie booted you, Bobby. Sorry. I'm glad I got that random call because that's how I ended up checking my notifications. Thank God. I'm sorry, Bobby. That was never going to end. Katie thinks you're undateable, but the chat was also agreeing. I think, I don't know. I think maybe you need more caffeine. Yeah, be quippy with your answers. And you didn't really seem very confident about your answers either. All right, who's next? We're not throwing you in the trash. We're just saying, I'm giving you constructive criticism. But also, I have like really bad ADHD, so I'm not a stop and smell a rose kind of girl. So I want to see some W's in the chat for Katie. Thank you, Katie. Appreciate you. I'm gonna put that in Mr. Cheeks's 401k. All right, who else wants to play? If anybody. If not, then we'll take another break and I'll go get Mal. Although Chi-Chi's not gonna be happy. What are the symptoms of walking pneumonia? And when does that show up? It's been a month since I had COVID. How do I know if I'm gonna die? What a fun conversation. This weekend I'm gonna tackle and add some more like controversial questions. Still not about people like who you voted for or anything like that, but if anyone has any questions they want me to add, let me know. Thank you, Alex. Joy, you're funny. Also, Bobby, I see that your BFF little thing, your little badge expired. You should renew it. Support the live. Support the cats. Or do you hate cats? Because I'll tell Mr. Cheeks right now that you hate him. You're allergic to kitties? Well, it's a good thing that we also have dogs. Yeah, he got booted, Brooke. But you really didn't miss much. I think we got through like maybe 3 questions. Remember the guy that asked me to define the word astrology? That's how we started today. Well, you can support the dogs that we rescue as well. Oh yeah, he didn't know what a pet peeve was. Mm-hmm. We also have bunnies as well. 501c3, Kitty Puppy Alliance. They're in the chat. A legitimate organization. I don't have a whole farm. The rescue does. I have 8 foster kittens in my care. The rescue has the rest of them. BT Dub, Zeta, I have kitty blankets for you whenever you guys decide to come by. I don't own a rescue. I'm on the board of a rescue. They're in the chat. Kitty Puppy Alliance. Yes, spay and neuter your pets. Spay abort, spring. Anywho, who wants to know if they're dateable or not? I don't know if we're gonna get anyone because we're restricted from the FYP for 10 minutes. But yes, just what Katie said. If you want to support the foster kittens, you can hit the pay links in the bio. That helps with things that aren't available on the Bezos site. Things like litter, distilled water, like the heavier stuff that doesn't get shipped at a good price on the site. Or you can go to the wish list. It's a foster kitten supplies list. That's not just for my fosters, it's also for the animals in our care at Kitty Puppy Alliance. I don't like that sneeze. Chi-Chi, why are you sneezing? Hey, why are you sneezing? I don't like that. You sneezing? For what reason? Let me see your little nose. For a stray off the streets, she's very tolerant. Look, they shaved her leg to get blood work. Get a blood sample. Tell them how angry you were at the vet. He was so angry at the vet. They couldn't even check her for fleas. Which is what it ended up being. Look at her swishing her tail. Swishing her tail, but she still won't do anything about it. Chi-Chi is dateable. Chi-Chi is looking for a life partner. Thank you, Bobby, for the panther paw. I like that you sent that gift because it's a black cat. And Chi-Chi is a black cat. Don't give me those eyes, DG. I mean like a life partner. I'm not she's spayed. She's got an ear clip. She's not looking for she's definitely not looking for to have babies. Because she hates the kittens. She wants nothing to do with the kittens. I've never seen like someone disdain kittens as much as she does. She wouldn't even like oh, okay. Oh, okay. I got it. Yeah, she hates kittens. She wouldn't even like give them the body warmth. I can't even use her as like a surrogate mom just for body warmth. Nope. I hope she doesn't get some respiratory thing. Yeah, these are some of the supplies that we've collected. I'm keeping them behind me because I think it's a nice visual for what our community gets together and does. There was a point where we had a little bit bigger of a pile, but I haven't been going live as often, so like it's kind of depleted a little bit. But we still have a good amount of supplies. I have Zeta, I have formula for you, and I have blankets, and I'll share some of the wet food with you if you ever come over here. Thank you, Brooke. See, y'all, Brooke just sent some Fancy Feast. So who can match Brooke with another case of Fancy Feast? Because like Zeta goes through Zeta goes through a case and a half a day. I go through a case every 2 to 3 days because I have less foster kittens. But if Fancy Feast is too expensive, because I know things are tight, there's other things on there that are less than $10, some less than $5 or like $5, that we could use, like boxes of gloves, the toy, like springs, the different little toys. There's some sets that aren't as expensive. The other thing that I was thinking about doing, because the boxes of gloves are kind of pricey because they're like individual boxes, we do have the ability to buy medical supplies wholesale. We have like a vendor. So I might in the future, like we just collect the monies to buy like a case of them or a couple cases of them. Because I think it comes out to like $4 a box or $5 a box. Bye, Zeta. So obviously that's like a much more cost-effective way of doing it, but I know some people just prefer to give a physical item rather than money. I get it. I totally understand. But I'm happy to show proof that I bought the case if that's what it comes down to. I mean, y'all did help fundraise for the incubator. Joke's on you. The incubator you see is not an actual incubator. It's fake. It's AI. I took the money and I ran. I'm not even here right now. This is a recording. I'm in the Bahamas right now, and you're watching a recording. I'm going to get flagged. I'm going to get flagged for that. This is not a recording. I'm kidding. The incubator is real. And I believe I think I did post, I want to say I posted the receipt in Discord. But yeah, I bought that thing so fast, y'all. I was so excited. And honestly, it's been the most useful thing. That incubator is like so useful. They have Zeta was saying that they have the like dividers that you can purchase that are like 3D printed on ETSY, but I don't know how much they are. And I always say like it's not worth getting it, but then I end up with a butt sucker and I'm like, let me see. Yeah, you're right, Brooke. I appreciate the sentiment, and usually it would work. I think it would work normally. It's just like we're not getting pushed to FYP, and I'm pretty sure that almost everybody in here has already sent something, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm really bad at self-promotion or like asking for help and stuff. So feel free whenever y'all want to bring it up in the comments and recommend the foster list or talk about my Etsy shop or whatever, like, because I'm really bad at asking for help. And even just like the self-promotion, like most people don't even remember that I have a shop because I never talk about it. I never talk about it. So yeah, if you guys talk about it in the chat, like, or remind me to talk about it, I'd appreciate it because I'm terrible at it. What was I gonna do? I was gonna look on, let's see, while we wait for if somebody else wants to come up and find out if they're dateable. If not, I'm gonna look at incubator dividers. And then maybe what we can do as well is like, maybe what we can do, we can also set up like little mini goals. So like if like a case of Fancy Feast is like 22. So like if that's too much for like one person to do, which I totally get, we can set like little mini goals of like, all right, we're trying to get to 22 for this case of Fancy Feast, and then I can just like purchase it. So yeah, I just gotta get more creative. We We just always need supplies. And I have to get better about talking about it. We're trying to get better on the social media. Zeta's supposed to give me access to the social media so I can hopefully help push it more. It's just hard. It's hard to remember to do everything. Why am I only seeing dividers for eggs? I don't need an egg divider. Like a incubator. Oh, there it is. This shit is nice. Those worked. Brooke, I used to have those on the wish list too, but I think like people bought them and then I just never re-upped it. But other useful things, because I could basically give y'all like my email address and you can send a digital gift card to different places. We get a lot of our prescriptions, I believe, through Chewy. Me personally, I get a lot of stuff delivered for the Fosters through Wally World, Walmart. So Wally World gift cards, which those, because of the competition, they don't, you can't put those on a Bezos wish list. They don't have those cards on there. But Wally World gift cards, because not only do the stuff get delivered like litter, like those big bags of non-clumping litter that are kind of hard to find, and I also don't want to carry them. The distilled water for the incubator, like paper towels, things that are bulky for cleaning and whatnot. I get through there, or even just like, you know, I have to pay for the Walmart Plus subscription to get those things, whatever, delivered. So yeah, if anybody wants to send like a digital gift card, like just message me and I can send you the email, and or I can also send you the UPS box if you have like a physical gift card, because I know some people. My mom does this all the time. She has a crap ton of credit card points, so she does a lot of gift cards for gifts because she cashes in her points. So if somebody wants to do that as well, like just let me know. We'll make it happen. We appreciate any donation, of course. Kiara, not Tiara. Kiara is good. I talk to her pretty often. She's doing really well. Just hanging out, living the dream, living her little Northeast dream. We definitely miss her. I will let her know that people still ask about her. I don't know if that'll make her feel better or be annoying to her. She doesn't want anything to do with anything debate wise, or honestly TikTok in general. I found the incubator divider. It's $65 for a piece of plastic, 3D printed plastic. But definitely useful. Yeah, she's not doing a lot of dragging people. Except I don't know, maybe she drags her husband every once in a while in real life IRL. I don't know if we're gonna get any more contestants because of the flagging, but I do have something to offer. I do have something to offer the people. He was sleeping. All I could think about is the orange boy Ron. Inspection. Inspection. He doesn't have any bugs though. He's got no bugs. Inspection. I can't put you down because Skittles is down there and she will kick your butt. She will kick your butt. And you're scared of her. He's looking at her. Why does he breathe like there's a marble in his nose? Hmm? Inspection. Oh, this has been a minute. This has been a minute. That Prince boy. You notice how he's like not trying to climb down because of Skittles. What a nice boy. What a nice boy. His little royalty. Hmm? What a nice boy. I know you're scared of Skittles. You should be. You really want to go down there? She's gonna get you. Ow. Don't say I didn't warn you. I'm not sure where, I don't know if that was from Amazon or what, but Trisha got it for him. Oh my goodness. Little cute boy. He says, I'm the king of the jungle. I'm the king of the jungle. Rawr. It suits him so well. It literally looks like a part of him. And now that he's like an adult, it actually fits him. Remember, I used to be so big on him? He's just gonna go take a nap with it on. It looks like he's in a hairband. Wow. Sort of, Carrie. He's not that great with the outfits anymore. He really bamboozled us. If you sneak up on Skittles, she's gonna kick your butt. He's going for it. She's gonna kick your butt. She's half your size, but she will take you out. She's about to pounce. Son, I need you to learn to read the social cues. Don't do it. Ooh, suspense. Okay. Good job. Don't do it. Can you hear it? Dude. I'm gonna break the printer. That's Skittles. Like I know like the cats like, they do this stuff and they like but I just worry that he's just not smart enough and he's gonna get hurt. He's right here now. Oh, just leave her alone. But I'm like trying really hard to like I don't know if it'll ever work to desensitize Skittles so that she can like not just stay in the garage suite. Like I would love for her to be able to like play with other cats, but she's just like not interested. He's officially jumped on the ground. There's not many avenues for him to go. Anyhow, thank you, Danny Lime, for the heart me. I think we're gonna call it a day because of the flagging. I think next time when we get a flag, we just gotta bite the bullet and restart. So that's what we'll do next time. But TGIF, thank you guys for hanging out. I hope you had a lovely Friday. And when I mean lovely Friday, I mean your week is over. And even if you don't have plans this weekend, at least we don't have to work, unless you do have to work on the weekend, and then I'm sorry. I am gonna go to the grocery store and get more grapes because I ran out of grapes, and that's like my current fix right now. So thank y'all for hanging out. Thank you everyone for participated in the game, all the contestants, all the people that voted, the pay to kicks, anyone that sent anything off the foster list. I greatly appreciate you, and I will pay you back in kitten photos in the Discord. All right. Love y'all. Bye.